Rodri's spoken about how intense this period is as a Premier League player, fighting for the title, looking for domestic silverware, international titles as well. How are you finding that challenge? How are you coping with the pressure?
Yeah, as you said, we play a lot of games, of course. In a team like this, when you play in 3 different competitions, it's not easy because every game you have to be there, you have to perform, you have to win games. So there's not a lot of rest, but I prefer this than only playing one competition. So I enjoy it as well. So yeah.
And looking back at the games you've had recently, obviously Real Madrid, Arsenal, these must be the games that you came to the Premier League for.
Yeah, of course. I knew when I signed this club that would be those types of games, high level, with a lot of important games still coming. But as you said, the game against Real Madrid or the game against Arsenal, those are games that when I didn't play here, I always watched. And so to play in those types of games is always special.
Manager's been very clear. There's no opportunities to switch off. It's Luton up next. They've proven that they can be a tricky opponent at times this season, despite being in the drop zone. What do you expect from them?
We already played against Luton, but the result was not. It doesn't mean because how much was it? 5-2 or something like that.
6-2, yeah.
6-2. That doesn't mean that it will be an easy game tomorrow. We know that every game you have to be there, but we also know that in front of our fans we're always stronger. So we're confident, but we still have to play the game and we still have to try to score a lot of goals and perform.
First taste of a Premier League title race. How are you finding that?
Exciting, yeah, exciting. I remember when I watched the title race between City and, for example, Liverpool. It's exciting and stressful also, but I think that's a lot of players are used to it now. For me, it's still the first time, but yeah, I'm excited.
You mentioned the manager there. He's been very complimentary about how quickly you adapted to the Premier League when it's coming from Pep Guardiola. How much of a compliment is that?
It's a big compliment, but as I said, it's not only me. I think it's the teammates that made it easier for me, the teammates and the manager as well. So yeah, they made it easier for me. They helped me a lot, and without them, of course, it would be difficult.
They're a team that's won everything there is to win in the last year. Is there anyone in particular? You mentioned the teammates, the team as a whole, but is there anyone in particular who's sort of helped guide the way more than others?
And that's the thing, the teams that I played before, maybe sometimes there were some small groups in the group, but I think this group is top. Everyone speaks with everyone, everybody loves with everyone. It's really one group, and when I was new, everyone wanted to make me comfortable. Of course, I spoke a lot when I was new with Kevin or Nathan because they speak Dutch and my English wasn't like now. But now, I speak with everyone and everyone tries to make me comfortable, so yeah. How
important was Kevin in bringing you over here? How much did you talk to him before you made the leap and the step up to Manchester City?
Of course, when a club like City comes, you're already motivated to come, of course. But yeah, I still asked some questions to Kevin, and we still talked about it. And he also told me yeah, if I come here, I will be in a good place. So yeah, so he gave me good advice, and I followed, and I don't regret it.
You seem to always play with such a smile on your face. You just seem to be enjoying it so much here in the Premier League. Fans loving watching you dribble, play with flair. Has that always been how you've been as a player, but while having the ability to go direct as well? Yeah,
I've always been that type of player that I want to enjoy, like to dribble, like to be myself. Still know that I have to improve on some things, in the final third. So that's one aspect that I want to improve on, but I know that I will. And it's just a question on how fast. So yeah, but I always was that type of player.
The fans want to see more of that goal celebration.
Yeah, me as well. So I hope I can score maybe Saturday, so I can do the celebration again.
Is that the main target and ambition for you personally as a player? Is that the main thing you want to develop as we head into the end of the season?
Yeah, I think because in my first season I know that in the game as well, I have a lot of impact and I create a lot of chances. Now it's just like to have the statistics, so the assists and the goals on my name. So that will be also good. So and do a little bit more of celebrations, so that I can score more. But I think the most important is to play well. I always was that type of player, playing well, playing good. Then the goals and assists will come. So yeah.
Just looking ahead to a very busy summer that you've got coming up. You've been in Belgium's international setup since the under-15s. You know, you've been in it for such a long time. A big summer for the national team. What are your hopes and ambitions as a team for that tournament?
Yeah, will not be easy, but like people who saw our game against England, maybe people thought that we are not like the same, or that we were like bad because we are the new generation. But still, I'm confident that we have the quality and also the manager and the coach and the coaching staff behind us to guide us well. It won't be easy, but I'm confident that we can do great things, and I'll try to help with that as well.